A rich man smiled as he tore a $100 bill in half. He gave one half to a beggar and kept the other half inside his car. Jack stood there, confused. He had no idea that his life was about to change completely. When he stepped forward to take the second half of the money, the rich man started his car and drove off. An angry Jack shouted at him, but the man just smiled and said, "Try again." With those sweet words, he hit the gas and sped away. This was the first time in his life as a beggar that someone had humiliated him like this. But the rich man calmly said, "Every day you ask people for money. Isn't that already lowering your dignity?" Jack didn't budge, so the man started listing food items. Butter, chicken, biryani, samosas, and all kinds of sweets. That worked, because the biggest need of a beggar is a full stomach. Jack looked at the second half of the money, and memories of starving days flashed in his mind. He finally took the most important step of his life. He ran after the car all the way to a hotel. But just as he reached for the money, the rich man snatched it again and gave him an even weirder condition. Now Jack was full of regret. Stopping after running a whole kilometer only made his disappointment worse. Exhausted, he placed a heavy box on the ground. He had used all his strength, but the rich man said, "You'll only get the money if you carry this box into the hotel." Jack begged, "It's too heavy. Please help a little." But when no one helped him, he just sat down hopelessly. That's when two other beggars arrived. An idea popped into Jack's head. He said, "If you two can help carry this box into the hotel, I'll give you each $2.25. He even split his half of the money and sealed the deal. Seeing Jack's smart move, it was clear he wasn't really a beggar. He was born with a businessman's mind. Once the box made it inside, the hotel manager showed up. Jack eagerly said, "I've done the task, now pay me." But when he looked back, the rich man was gone. Jack felt like the hotel manager and that man had played a trick on him. He shouted in anger, "I may be a beggar, but I worked hard. Pay me." His words touched the manager's heart. Even though he didn't know Jack's full story, he saw the honesty and effort and offered him a job. Jack said thank you, but a new fear crept in. What if he never got the rest of the money? What would those two beggars do to him? When he told them he wasn't paid, their faces changed. "If you don't pay us within a week, we'll beat you so bad you won't be able to beg anymore." They left, and Jack sat on the ground crying. "Why, God? Why is my fate this cruel?" Then he remembered the hotel manager's job offer. Time passed. Now Jack had become the manager at that very hotel. One day during his routine duties, he was told that a guest refused to pay their bill. He went to the guest, and when the guest opened their wallet, Jack saw the same $100 bill. Who was he? Moral of the story: